as you say, it's crab down final, and then into the slip one wing line.
Okay. And these are fairly safe to slip?
Yes.
Okay, like needing to descend rapidly. We were doing that in the Sling 2s, practicing for my sign-off.
Oh, you can, yeah, Sling 2, you put out the flap and you slip the heck out of it and something. But yeah,
Like
even if forced landing situation, you want to lose some height rapidly, no, whack all the flap out, fly 85 knots.
Okay, point the nose. Because I asked,
she comes down.
I asked my instructor in South Australia in the 172, I'm like, can I slip this? He's like, with flaps out?
No. The flaps won't.
It'll tumble, or?
No, the flaps won't take it. Physically, the flaps are not strong. The physical span of the flap, when you have a look at it, there's nothing internal. And I can show you photos and videos of people who slipped with flaps out in a 172. They've literally torn the flap.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that could
that nearly turned into an asymmetric flap situation, which was flip them over on final.
Yeah. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Ruin your whole doggone day.
So the 172 POHs, depending on the age of the thing, the early ones don't say anything, and then when you get into the 70s, it says slips with flap deployed are to be avoided. It doesn't prohibit them. So, in an emergency sort of situation, whatever else, you'd risk it if you had to. But, yeah. I once had to go pick up an airplane out of service, and we were just pre-flighting it, just leaving from the service, and it's like, this flap's torn. Just come out of the service, like,
wow.
What the hell?
Right.
What's going on? Everything's like, the flap's torn, and I was like, what's going on? I talked to the guy, he was like all a bit shy about it, and I was like, turns out, he admitted later that one of the guys in the shed took it for a flight, just as a bit of a check flight after the service. Slipped it on final with the flaps out and ripped the flap.
And then they didn't catch it, or didn't?
They didn't notice because it ripped it, but didn't separate.
Wow.
And so he just landed, flaps up, and everything else. Oh yeah, plane's ready, off you go, come get it. We were like, we caught it in the pre-flight.
Yeah, thankfully. That's why you do a pre-flight.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? We couldn't figure out how on earth had done it. Then he admitted, yeah, someone took it for a fly. It's like, okay.
Wow.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was like, it was an 800 metre slip. You didn't need to 800 metre strip. You didn't need to slip a 172 to get it in. You just need to fly it properly.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so no, 172s, no, don't slip with flap. These slings, they'll take it, but yeah, just keep your wits about you. Don't push it if you don't have to. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're having a slip on final, go around.
Yeah. Yeah.
If your final's that shit, go around.
No, I'm thinking, like there's a giant petrol tank right above your feet, and if we had a in-flight smoky thing going on,
yeah.
I'd want to get down as quick as possible.
Look, you want to get down as quick as possible. Well, power back. Push the thing down. You don't need to slip it to get down.
Okay. Well, you might rip the wings off on the way down, though, right? Going so fast.
Power back.
Okay.
It'll come down.
And I would imagine this is going to be not so nose heavy with all the trim all the way back on final when you got some weight in the back.
Yes, it's better with someone and sit in the back. When we do training, even in the 172s, we carry around a slab of water. One slab of water back there, which is your emergency supplies.
When you say slab, what are you talking?
A 24 pack of 600ml bottles.
Okay, all right, yeah. And James had mentioned that too, especially like if I get a call, hey, can you be in Alice in 6 hours? Let me check the weather.
Yeah.
But if it's just me or me and my 11-year-old,
yeah,
all the weight's going to be forward. So and you'd want, as you said, you'd want some water.
You want supplies
in the back just in case.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because going from Adelaide up to Alice is the remote area anyway, so you've got to carry it.
Right.
It's not. There's a bunch of exemptions around the highways between Alice and North and across from Mount Isa and over to WA, but strangely not between South Australia and Alice. It's not an exemption for within 5 miles and inside of the highway. You don't have to carry the supplies, so you've got to carry the supplies.
Yeah, I guess
it's more than water.
Right. Yeah, it's the full emergency. I was just listening to that on my was it FoodWater Australia thing?
Yeah, that's it. So it's the full emergency sort of stuff.
Right.
But in the back, that 15 kilos of water back there, 2 meters, hey, it makes them much easier to land.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Because I think the CG it's like from here to here sort of thing or something. So you don't have a lot of room to play with, and I've read reports of guys saying, you got to really calculate your fuel because all the fuel is in the front of the wing.
Fuel's forward.
And as you burn off, you can actually go too far aft, I think, on the CG. That's what they said.
Potentially, depending on what you're doing, yeah. So when we work it out as zero fuel and whatever we're starting with, and as long as they're both in, you're in.
Right.
But we work it out on zero, yeah. You don't want to do
Was this a gentleman that did something he shouldn't have?
He's the guy in the low wing up at who slipped it on final. A dramatic side slip through the mechanical turbulence of the tree line. And yet, like the photos, he's like 25 metres off centre line on short final. Got this thing in this huge slip. And when she stalled, she went whoosh. Went out and dunk straight in. 4 of them ended up in hospital for months.
Wow, it's amazing they made
overloaded rear CFG.
Wow.
Centre of gravity was out by 50 mils out the back. And he hadn't done any flying in his 25 hours. So this was the first flight after the 25 hours.
Oh, wow.
He just loaded it up when had no experience or, he reckons he was all cool to fly,
Right.
Let's get some actual flying skills and practicing, not just 25 hours around in circles. Like, work on your skills.
Right, yeah. I'm thinking I'd want to do all the local areas and airspace transition. Yeah. And are you and I going to do any of that? Like,
depends what you want to do, but I've got a plan today. If we put some fuel in this, I've actually got a circuit booking for us at lunchtime up at Archfield. We'll go play around with it on a sealed bitumen just to look after the plane.
Wow,
it's got 1,100 metres of 18 metre wide bitumen for you to play with.
Okay, sweet.
It'll feel like home.
Sounds great.
So the site picture's going to be pretty good for you.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking him. What do you got out of Galway? Okay, it's going to look like home.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, so we'll go play around with that, and then you'll be fine. Yeah.
Sweet.
Just on, because we'll be up there. We can play around a little bit more, and not quite so worried. It's always a bit of a frantic situation here, getting cleaned up prior to on your touch and go. Because it takes a bit of work to get your trim all the way forward and your flaps up and keep it on centre line.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not a great. This 660 metres is not a great runway for circuits.
I probably wasn't even getting my trim forward, was I? Or were you doing it?
I did some, but it's like that's the hardest thing. You've got to get your trim forward, otherwise you start over rotating it and and we get really slow. It's like no, footwork's got to be there.
Yeah. Well, and that's probably one thing, having come from my GA background of older aircraft, I'm not used to electric trim.
Yeah.
And not used to, you'd be rolling it on the 172.
I just hold it forward about 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, something along those lines, and it's like have a glance. It's like it'll be better than what it was. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have high stick forces now.
Right. Yeah.
If it's all the way back, there's a fair bit of stick force required to hold an attitude.
Yeah. Okay, that's another great tip that is going to stick in the brain.
Whilst flaps going, it's like ding, 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 ding. Okay, cool. Okay, bit of a glance.
So flaps trim, basically.
Yeah. Flaps trim and that. Cool. Okay, but above all, it's centerline tracking. It's a bit of a hokey one here. That's why I helped you out on it. It's like that's why we're going to go to Archfield, because circuits here in this aeroplane is asking for it.
Yeah.
660 isn't very long.
No, it's not. Especially with a big plane like this.
Yeah, coming in at 75. That's why when we got it down to about 70, and even then we had a little bit of a float on the flare.
Yeah.
But your good thing is you weren't hunting for it. If you're hunting for it, but instead you just held a nice attitude, and then she was fine. So just that patience in the flare is the big thing, and you seem to get it there.
Awesome.
So that's why I'm like, okay, cool. He's slowing it down. He's learning. He's flying it nicely, and he's like, hey, I'm not worried. You'll be fine. A few more flights, you'll be starting to feel at home.
Yeah.
And then by the time you do 20 hours in your own, because James did the first 5.
Right.
20 hours in your own, you'll be like, yeah.
Awesome.
Just don't. The biggest risk I've seen the guys here doing it is they give themselves a deadline and they're going off and doing their flight test and burning off the 20 hours on days they shouldn't be flying. In terms of just the strip here. You mean
too wet or?
Too wet, too windy, operating this thing off the 1836. It's interesting
because it's what 70
550.
Yeah, it's like 60 or 70 meters shorter. No.
Yeah, it's 110 shorter.
110 shorter. Yeah. Yeah, that's and it's grass on the ends too.
And it's grass,
bitumen,
and it's got terrain.
High trees.
Yeah. So when I that's what I've seen where people have been like so intent on burning off the hours. They're doing it on days when, this is not a 1836 aeroplane.
No.
Unless you're one up with a bit of experience and and it's straight down the runway and not with people on board. It's like,
Well, James and Errol were doing flight testing on, soon to be delivered customer's airplane. They took off on 2.8.
Yeah.
But they came back on.
Yeah.
But he was
there's a big
steep approach.
There's a big difference between your hours and Errol's and James' hours.
Yes.
And my hours.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. No dramas. Like
Right.
Yeah, but you just you don't.
Well, and when I don't have that much time in these planes, it's like, why
look
risk
after
it?
your baby. Just say, hey, tomorrow will be better.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be out here at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning when it's perfect conditions, no wind, and I've got the place to myself.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. And say to Gore, best thing you can do as soon as you get the plane back home is to do as much. Try and get 20 hours done on it in the first month, all early morning, just flying the plane, just getting handling and just make all the circuits and everything just boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go flying for an hour early in the morning, go make it boring.
Note to self, take this, turn it into a short and send it to Bruce and Tosh.
Yeah.
We need to fly a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And for them, 100 hours in the Bristol before they think about this thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're going to be so far behind it. Because it's like, in the situation there, you put power on for the go, touch and go. She wants to go,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're, people get excited and they're putting the power on before they've done the configuration.
Yeah.
Oh, asking for trouble, and then their feet aren't working before you know it, they're spearing off the side of the runway.
We don't want that.
No.
That would wreck your whole day.
You got a nice aeroplane, keep it like that.
Yeah, all right. So maybe drain the tubes and
put some fuel in them.
okay.
We'll go in there with our tower guys at Archwell.
All right.